Today we are exploring the true story of Julius Caesar, from 100 BC to 44 BC in ancient Rome, a story of power, ambition, and a man who changed history forever.
In the torchlight of a noble house, a child is born. Elders and women gather, their faces showing quiet hope and the weight of legacy. The family's story continues. Young Julius Caesar stands before the Senate, his ambition ignited. He vows to rise fix on the future, undeterred by the challenges ahead. The Senate chamber erupts. Accusations fly as the orator thunder rises. An accused Senate starts. They're rushing to a furious bush where Julius Caesar walks the streets of Rome, his confidence a beacon to the people. But watchful eyes of rival politicians follow his every move with growing suspicion.
Soldiers of Rome, we stand on the edge of history. This dawn marks our march to destiny. Let Gaul know the might of our legions. Onward to victory!
The legions pressed on through Gaul's ancient forest, their formations unbroken, shields locked, spears ready. Emerging into open fields, they continued their inexorable advance, embodying Rome's expanding dominion. The Roman legions advance in disciplined ranks. Their show culminates in charge and simulation. Each warrior fights with grim resolve.
Soldiers of Rome, the hour of destiny is upon us.
His words united the leads, forging a bond of unyielding loyalty and purpose.
All right!
Were tended, and the captured arms of the enemy scattered, a testament to their victory. The Roman army surrounds the Gallic city. Smoke rising from the walls, knowing the attack is imminent. The Helvetii are confined here. We fortify the Rhone to block their advance. Deploying legions to Geneva will secure our position. This forces them north, into Sequani territory where we can engage. The standards of Rome rise over the vanquished villages of Gaul, their banners a stark emblem of conquest and the inexorable will of the empire. Caesar's fame began in Gaul, where his legions conquered. Word of his loyal soldiers was regular. Caesar's power was undeniable. Back in Rome, the senators read the reports with grave concern. The legions are faltering. The omens are dire. We must down. Little did they know the storm was already upon them.
The Senate decrees that all provincial governors shall yield their legions to Rome's direct command. Any resistance will be met with the full force of the Republic's justice. This is Rome.
The order commands a swift march to the northern frontier. It details the disposition of our legions and supply lines. This will secure our flanks against the barbarian threat.
On this riverbank I stand alone. The path of honor or the path of ambition, each demands its price. The weight of Rome rests upon my shoulders.
With the die cast, Caesar leads his legions across the Rubicon, defying the Senate and marching on Rome. This fateful crossing ignites the Roman Civil War, forever altering the course of history.
The Roman Senate erupts in chaos. Messengers rush in with news of Caesar's advance. Senators shout, scrolls fall to the floor. The Republic is at the brink of civil war. Pompey the Great, a military genius and loyal servant of Rome, stands before his devoted legions, ready to lead them to victory and expand the Republic's glory. The Roman legions march on, their boots thundering across Italian roads. Sterling dust and awe in equal measure was to press him forward, unstoppable. The army of Caesar approaches the city gates. The gates open, revealing the disciplined legions. The citizens stand in silent witness. Order is preserved. With Caesar's legions at his heels, Pompey the Great had no choice but to retreat. At the harbor, his officers lowered the ensambles of Rome.
Julius Caesar walked into Rome unopposed, the streets empty, the temples towering, the citizens watching in silence. This chapter closes, paving the way for what destiny holds next.
Caesar's legions and Pompey's forces confront each other on a dusty plain. The Republic hangs in the balance as both sides prepare for the inevitable verge. With the legions in position, Caesar gave the signal to advance. His officers watched, ready to execute his command. The next step was inevitable. The Roman legions advance in tight formation, their shields locked to form an impenetrable spears thrust forward with disciplined precision, overwhelming the enemy through sheer force. Pompey's soldiers break, fear grips their ranks. Caesar's legions advance with disciplined fury. The line collapses, the battle turns, Pompey is undone. The battle is over, the legions stand victorious. Caesar's command has secured the frontier.
Pompey, defeated in battle, led his weary followers across the open plain. The darkening sky mirrored their somber mood, a poignant symbol of lost glory and uncertain fate.
Through political alliances and military conquests, Caesars arose to count perpetual, consolidating power and ending the Republic.
Julius Caesar returns victorious to Rome, parading through streets lined with adoring citizens. The city's grandeur reflects his triumphs as the empire celebrates its expanding might.
Julius Caesar is proclaimed dictator, remove the term limits of previous dictatorships. It marks a pivotal shift towards autocracy in the Roman Republic. The omens are dire. We must act. The legions are not prepared. If we delay, all is lost. The people will not forgive us. Then we move tonight.
In the shadowed corridors of the Senate, whispers of conspiracy spread like a slow poison.
Must act. Suspicious glances and hushed tones revealed the growth of patriotic must act.
Under cover of night, the senators met in secret. With hands joined, they sealed their pact of defiance. Their shadowed faces betrayed no doubt, only resolve.
Caesar, this warns of assassins. You must not go to the Senate.
A worried figure handed Caesar a warning. It bore nothing. He read it, but dismissed the danger. The Ides of March, early morning in Rome, a moment of ominous calm before the storm. Julius Caesar prepares to leave his home, unaware of the fate that awaits him. He entered the Senate with unyielding resolve, the weight of his ambition pressing upon the silent assembly. The senators rose, their stillness a harbinger of the storm to come.
In the heart of the Senate,
Betrayal unfolds with sudden fury.
The Tsarevs falls today.
His words shatter the illusion of unity, leaving the Senate stunned silence. Caesar turns, his eyes locking onto Brutus. Recognition dawns, followed by shock. Brutus remains frozen, the weight of his betrayal paralyzing him.
Andalus scattered. In the hallowed Senate, silence reigned, as the echoes of ambition gave way to the chill of fate.
The deed is done. The blades lie abandoned, silent witnesses to the act. Now, the Republic must face the storm that follows.
Citizens, hear this! The Senate has fallen!
The messengers ran through the streets, their words a shockwave.
The legions have turned! We are betrayed!
The people stopped, their faces frozen in disbelief. The crowd gathers in the Roman Forum, murmurs swelling into discontent. Arguments erupt, hands gesturing wildly, voices shouting in anger. Stalls are ordered, Brutus and the senators stand before the restless crowd, their expressions guarded. With measured words, they attempt to justify their actions and control the volatile situation. Mark Antony, loyal general to Caesar, receives word of the assassination. In a moment of controlled fury, he vows to avenge his friend and reshape Rome's destiny. The echoes of his final words linger as the Republic teeters on the brink of chaos.
Friends, Romans adjourn Caesar Claudpuri. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him.
He uses irony, praising while claiming not to, inflaming their sense of injustice.
The Senate has betrayed us! War! Break my side! To the Senate!
In a moment their cries of the will course of the Regnavia.
Under guard, Brutus and Cassius leave Rome's walls.
The conspirators walk a path of exile, their faces etched with the weight.
The citizens watch in silence as the fate of Rome hangs in the balance.
Here is the will. To every Roman citizen he gives 300 sesterces. And to the public his good virtues beyond the Tiber. This generosity will turn the people against his assassins.
In the quiet observation of his elders, the young Octavian embodies the calm before a storm. This is the dawn of a new chapter in Rome's epic saga. The rivalry between Mark Antony and Octavian began subtly. Their political ambitions diverged, leading to growing mistrust. In this hall, their guarded expressions revealed the fracture. Octavian, Antony, and Lepidus formed the second triumvirate. United against Caesar's assassins, they divided the Roman world, their ambitions a constant threat to their fragile pact. In the Forum of Rome, the names of the condemned are posted for all to see. As soldiers stand guard, the citizens react with fear, knowing the list seals fates. The Roman forces advance across the Macedonian plain, their disciplined legions moving with purpose. The last collide as the right advanced pressure the Roman advance. Here lie the remnants of a fallen army, their banners broken and their leaders' camps abandoned. This somber field marks the end of their ambition, a testament to the cost of defeat. The Roman world is divided. In the east, Mark Antony's domain stretches to Egypt. In the west, Octavian commands from Rome to Gaul. This uneasy balance will shape the empire's future. Dance forges alliances with queen kings, his path clear. Here, amidst golden halls, he contemplates the weight of destiny and the echoes of his ambition.
Fellow Romans, soldiers and citizens, we stand united. Our strength is forged in this ancient purpose. Together we build a legacy of peace and prosperity.
Here, in the empty halls of the Roman Senate, the final transformation of Rome unfolds.
Winds of shadow filling the era,
Heralding the dawn of a new age. At the massive harbor, Roman warships are prepared. Soldiers load supplies with disciplined haste, while flags flutter in the strong wind, signaling the tense atmosphere of impending conflict. The Roman fleet advances, oars churning the waves in disciplined formations. Smoke rises from the wreckage as the battle intensifies across the sea. Antony's fleet breaks formation, his ships retreat in chaos across the open sea. Meanwhile, this is the battle's decisive moment. Here sat Mark Antony, his legions shattered, his ambitions undone. In the fading light of the palace, he faced the bitter truth of his final downfall.
Behold Octavian, conqueror and peacemaker, entering Rome in triumph. The people acclaim him, their banners raised to the heavens, proclaiming the dawn of a new era.
The Republic is no more. The era of empire begins. Octavian, now Augustus, stands as the sole power, ushering in a new age of peace and prosperity. And so, Augustus forged an empire that would stand as a testament to human achievement, its legacy enduring through the ages, a symbol of permanence in a world of change.